Yo, man, my dope people, what's going on? It's your boy Strictly Gaming, and welcome to the channel, man. Today, I want to talk about Modern Warfare 2, man. I want to talk about my thoughts, issues I have with the game, what I love about the game, et cetera, et cetera. So, with that being said, man, I'm not going to waste too much of y'all time. Let's just get straight to it. Number one, let me put this out there right now. The foundation of Modern Warfare 2, very, very good. I mean, the gunplay, the animations, the operators, the aesthetic, the 4 maps that came in the beta, the map design for the most part was really good. There's a lot of things to build on to make this game really, really great. It's just the issues that they have. There's not a lot of issues, but the issues that they have are very big and obvious, right? And I'm gonna be honest, most of them cater to it kind of caters to my playstyle. And honestly, the problem is I don't think that the game shouldn't be developed around one play style. It just needs to be developed for all play style. You can't get up there on a show on Call of Duty Next to be exact and say, hey, we want our game to be enjoyable and playable by all different type of play styles, but then you completely disregard the aggressive player base. That's basically what you're doing. With the footstep audio, it's just too loud. You can hear footsteps across the map. And for an aggressive player like myself, it makes the game unplayable. And I don't want to say unplayable, but it's very difficult to be successful when playing that type of playstyle. Because all gamers do is they sit in corners or they sit behind something and they soundboard your footsteps and they wait for you to pass and they just kill you. You know what I'm saying? So they need to significantly decrease the footstep audio. And that was mentioned in the blog. So I'm cautiously optimistic, and mostly because I want to see how much they do adjust the footstep audio. So that was issue number one. Issue number two, visibility. It was very hard to not only identify enemies because there was no nameplates, and sometimes your ally's little indicator, it'll pop up when they're across the map, but an enemy will be right in front of you and you wouldn't know because you think it's an ally. So that needs to be adjusted and worked on again. That was also in the blog, along with tracking enemies when you're aimed down sight. It was in the first weekend, it was extremely difficult to track enemies. In the second, it was better because they did mention they adjusted it. However, it still needed work, right? And I think a lot of that comes from the muzzle flash, the muzzle smoke, and smoke coming off of different surfaces when you're firing bullets and things of that nature. And it really makes it difficult to track your enemy when aimed down sight. And again, in the blog, they mentioned this, so that will be toned down as well. And to make this clear, I understand why that's in the game. They like to make games immersive and things of that nature. So theoretically, it makes sense. But the way multiplayer games are and the way we play multiplayer games, it doesn't add up and it doesn't match. So glad they are definitely fixing this issue for sure. The third issue, we already know, man, you got to bring it up, skill-based matchmaking. And to be honest, in the first weekend, it wasn't that bad. Second weekend, it definitely felt like they dialed skill-based matchmaking up for sure. And maybe that's for testing purposes, right? For all we know, I don't know, man. But our lobbies are extremely sweaty, extremely sweaty. So it's important that you have someone that's, no offense to the top players who really just aren't as good. And I'm not the best player. I have a lot of work to do. I get smacked every now and then as well. It happens, or every time I play COD. But for the players who just simply aren't good at COD, man, you probably got to have them with you, right? Because it's going to balance out that skill-based matchmaking a little bit. However, in the blog, they did indirectly talk about skill-based matchmaking. And I know a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of reliable and notable sources, and this is no knock to them, but it was misleading telling people that they did not talk about skill-based matchmaking. Mainly because disbanding lobbies is it's an integral part of skill-based matchmaking. Because the way it works, if you go 40-10 one game and the next game you go negative or something, it's because, when they disbanded a lobby after that good game, they're going to try to find a lobby with, number one, similar skilled players or higher, and they're probably going to mess up your ping a little bit to where your ping's higher than the other people on the other team. So that's where disbanding lobby comes in regards to skill-based matchmaking. But them saying they're going to increase the chances of staying in lobbies, that's a big deal because they're obviously acknowledging that, hey, we're looking at skill-based matchmaking. They're not going to come out and just say, hey, regards to skill-based matchmaking, this is how we're doing things. They're not going to do that. It's their moneymaker. That's what keeps casuals in the game. And unfortunately, casuals are the majority of COD, more than likely. So they have to, they have to have a skill-based matchmaking algorithm in place. And I think skill-based matchmaking should be in place, but I just don't agree with how it's in place, right? I don't agree with, ping manipulation. I don't agree with, things like that to giving a player the upper hand on you when it's out of your control. So yeah, man, a lot to look forward to in Modern Warfare 2, man. Again, man, a foundation is there. I played mostly 6v6, maps. I played some Ground War. Ground War was really fun as well. There was 2 maps. I forgot the name of them, but one of them, the one with the water to where you could swim it, like it was a little bit too large. But the other map, I can't remember the name. It was very good, man, fun. And again, man, the skill-based matchmaking also in Ground War seems to be dialed back a little bit as well. But, with that being said, definitely had fun with Ground War as well. And another thing that's very important to bring up in regards to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the content. They have a unbelievable amount of content coming from Modern Warfare 2, man. This game is going to be supported for 2 years. So it was definitely a very smart choice to have a lot of content. And it's not just your normal Call of Duty on this one. You have your regular 6v6 multiplayer. You have Warzone 2 releasing. Obviously, Spec Ops is looking to be, I think, got reworked as well. Not to mention DMZ mode. And Warzone 2 and DMZ, they're not coming out until November 16th, but I will be playing those as well. Never played a DMZ type of game like Escape from Turkalov or things of that nature, but this will be my first time. So, yeah, a lot of content, man. Warzone 2 and Season 1 drops on November 16th as well for Modern Warfare 2, for Warzone 2 and DMZ. So, yeah, man, a lot to look forward to, man. This game has huge potential. I'm just tired of saying potential and games not living up to it, right? Like, build upon that. Get that potential. You understand that potential and just build upon it, man. And I'm not saying everything that the game base or the COD player base wants should be in a game, but really just look at the feedback and see what's best for the game. So with that being said, man, that's my overall thoughts on the game. Again, just to reiterate, foundation is there. I'm very excited about the game. The campaign comes out October 20th. I will be playing it. I forgot to mention the campaign in regards to content. October 28th, multiplayer reveal or multiplayer release. Not to mention again, man, 2 different modes, DMZ, Warzone 2 coming out on November 16th. So just a lot to look forward to in regards to this game. I just hope they continue to listen to player feedback and make the right choice in regards to what we need, what we want, et cetera, et cetera. So with that being said, man, this is your boy Strictly Gaming, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. With that being said, man, if you did enjoy this video or find it informative, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more future content from me. I just don't do Call of Duty. I do, all type of single player games, news, et cetera, et cetera. So I love gaming. So you already know, man, I'm going to give my opinions on it. But also hit the notification bell, man, if you want to be alerted whenever I do upload any content. With that being said, though, man, hope you all enjoyed the video. Everyone be safe, man. This is your boy Strictly. We out. Deuces.